Sunday dinner at Mom's house was mandatory. Every week, same time, same expectation. My sister Lauren hosted now that Mom had moved into the small apartment attached to Lauren's house. I arrived with my 6-year-old son Daniel at 5:30. Lauren's husband, Greg, was grilling. The 3 kids were running around the yard. Mom sat on the patio with her wine, directing everything as usual. "You're late," Lauren said when we walked in. "Traffic. It's Sunday, there's no traffic." Daniel squeezed my hand. He never liked these dinners, too loud, too chaotic, and his cousins ignored him. "Go play," I told him gently. He wandered toward the yard where Lauren's kids were kicking a soccer ball. I helped carry food to the outdoor table, grilled chicken, sides Lauren had picked up from the deli, store-bought rolls. Simple, easy, the kind of dinner that looked effortful wasn't. "How's work?" Mom asked me. "Busy. Good. Still at the hospital." "Yes, still managing the billing department." "That's nice, stable." She made stable sound boring. Greg brought the chicken over. "Everyone hungry?" The kids came running. Lauren's oldest, 12-year-old Connor, pushed past Daniel to get to the table first. Her twins, both 9, climbed over each other for seats. Daniel stood back waiting. Always polite, always patient, always overlooked. "Daniel, sit," I said, pointing to the chair next to me. Connor smarted. "Why does he get to sit by the adults?" "Because I'm his mother and I said so. He should sit at the kids' end, that's where he belongs." Lauren was plating chicken. "Connor, don't be rude," but she was smiling. That little smile that said she agreed but wouldn't say it out loud. We ate. The twins talked over each other about school. Connor complained about his math teacher. Greg discussed a promotion opportunity. Mom praised Lauren's hosting skills. Daniel ate quietly beside me, cutting his chicken into small pieces. "How's school, Daniel?" Mom asked, remembering he existed. "Good, I like reading." "Reading's important," she said, already turning back to Lauren. "Sell the promotion." Conversation moved on. Daniel went back to being invisible. After dinner, the kids went back outside. I started clearing plates. "Leave those," Lauren said. "Greg will get them later." "I don't mind." I said leave them. I sat back down. Mom refilled her wine. Lauren checked her phone. Greg excused himself to watch sports. Through the window, I could see the kids playing. Connor had the soccer ball. The twins chased him. Daniel stood on the edge of the grass watching. Connor kicked the ball hard. It bounced off the fence near Daniel. "Get that!" Connor yelled. Daniel picked up the ball and threw it back. Connor caught it and threw it to one of the twins. "You're supposed to kick it, dummy," Connor said. "Don't you know anything?" The twins laughed. Daniel's face turned red. He walked back toward the house. "Sensitive," Lauren observed. "Kids need thicker skin. He's 6. Connor was tougher at 6. Daniel came inside. "Mom, can we go?" "Soon, buddy. I want to go now. We just finished eating. It's rude to leave right away." He sat beside me, pressed against my side. Connor came in for water. He looked at Daniel. "Why is he always so weird?" "Connor," I said sharply. "What?" He doesn't play right. He doesn't talk. He just stands there. He's shy. He's weird." Connor filled his water bottle and went back outside. Lauren hadn't corrected him. Mom hadn't said anything. They just sat there, letting the 12-year-old call my son weird. "He could be more social," Mom said finally. "Might help him make friends. He has friends." "Does he?" Lauren says Connor's never seen him with anyone at school events. Different grades, different classes. Still, a child should be more outgoing. Maybe some activities, sports, something to toughen him up. Daniel pressed harder against me. He heard every word. "He's fine as he is." "You're too soft on him," Mom said. "Boys need structure, discipline. My generation knew how to raise strong boys. Your generation also thought hitting kids built character. Don't be dramatic." "I'm just saying he could use some backbone." I stood up. "Daniel, go get your jacket." "Already?" Lauren asked. "It's not even 7:00. We have things to do." "On a Sunday, May?" "Yes." Daniel ran to get his jacket from the hallway. I grabbed my purse. "You're being sensitive," Mom said. "No one meant anything by it." Connor called him weird twice. You said he needs to toughen up. Lauren called him sensitive. I'd say plenty was meant by it. Boys tease each other, it's normal. Except Connor's your grandson and Daniel's your grandson, and you only defended one of them. Connor appeared in the doorway. He'd been listening. Grandma, is Aunt Claire leaving because of me? No, sweetie, Mom said. Your aunt is just. Connor looked right at me. Then slowly and deliberately he mouthed two words while pointing at me. Trash belongs outside. The twins had come in behind him. They giggled. Lauren's mouth opened but she said nothing. Mom's face showed surprise but not disapproval. Greg was still in the living room, oblivious. Connor smirked. The twins smirked. Lauren looked away. Mom took a sip of wine. No one defended me. No one corrected Connor. No one said that was inappropriate, cruel, or completely unacceptable. They just let her call me trash while my son stood in the hallway holding his jacket and nodded once. You're right. We should go. I took Daniel's hand and walked out. In the car, Daniel was quiet, too quiet. You okay, buddy? Why did Connor say that about you? Because he's 12 and doesn't understand how words hurt. But nobody told him to stop. I know. Grandma didn't say anything. I know. Does that mean they think you're trash too? What they think doesn't matter. Does it matter what I think? Very much. What do you think? I think you're the best, Mom, and they're mean. Thank you, buddy. That's all that matters. At home, I got Daniel ready for bed, read him 2 stories, tucked him in with his favorite stuffed bear. Then I sat in my living room and opened my banking app. The monthly transfer was due today, same as it had been every month for 7 years, $3,200 every month to Mom's account. I'd set it up when she retired early due to health issues. Her pension wasn't enough to cover expenses. She'd needed help. Just for a while, she'd said, until I get back on my feet. 7 years later, she was still on her feet, living in the apartment attached to Lauren's house, enjoying her retirement, drinking wine on patios while watching her grandson call me trash. $3,200 a month for 84 months. $268,800 plus the extras, the medical bills I paid, the car I co-signed for, the furniture, the hearing aids, the dental work. Probably $300,000 total given to a woman who just sat there while her grandson called me trash. My phone buzzed. Mom, monthly transfer today, just that. No mention of Connor, no apology, no acknowledgement that anything had happened, just the expectation of money. I tapped back, not my concern, 3 little words. I deleted the automatic transfer, removed Mom's account from my saved recipients, closed the banking app. Then I opened my computer and drafted a document. Itemized every payment, every transfer, every bill I covered. 7 years of financial support documented. I added statements from Mom's medical providers, showing I was listed as the financial guarantor, car loan documents with my name as co-signer, receipts for furniture, appliances, hearing aids, everything that showed Mom's comfortable retirement was funded by the daughter whose son had just been called trash by proxy. I saved the document and went to bed. Monday morning I sent it, not just to Mom, to everyone. Mom, Lauren, Greg, even my brother Kevin, who lived out of state but usually sided with Lauren on everything. The subject line was Simple Financial Support Documentation 2017 to 2024. The body of the email, attached please, find complete documentation of financial support provided to Patricia Brennan from November 2017 through November 2024. This includes monthly transfers of $3,200, medical expenses, co-signed loans, and miscellaneous expenses. Total support provided $302,112. Effective immediately, all support ceases. Monthly transfers canceled. Co-signed obligations, I am pursuing removal as co-signer through refinancing requirements. Medical guarantor status revoked with 30 days notice to providers. Mom's current monthly expenses, apartment rent 0, lies with Lauren. Car payment $412, co-signed by me. Car insurance $208. Health insurance supplement $360. Utilities approximately $150. Food and incidentals approximately $500. Total monthly expenses, approximately $1,630. Mom's monthly income, Social Security $1,042, pension $618. Total monthly income $1,660. The math works now. She's $30 ahead. She won't need my $3,200 anymore. This decision is final and not open to discussion or negotiation. Claire. I hit send at 8:30 Monday morning. By 9:00 my phone was ringing, I silenced it. By 10:00 I had 17 text messages. Mom, we need to talk. Lauren, what is this? You can't just stop supporting Mom. Kevin, this is insane. Call me immediately. Greg, let's be reasonable about this. Lauren again, Mom is crying. You're being cruel. Mom again, please call me. We can work this out. I responded to none of them. At noon, Kevin called from Oregon. I answered. Have you lost your mind? He said instead of hello. No, I've regained it. You can't just cut Mom off. I didn't cut her off. I stopped funding her optional lifestyle expenses. She can't survive on $1,600 a month. According to my math, she has exactly $30 extra per month. That's called a balanced budget. What about emergencies? I've handled 7 years of emergencies. Your turn. I have my own family. So do I. A son who watched his grandmother sit quietly while his cousin called me trash. Silence. Connor called me trash last night. Everyone heard. No one said a word. Then Mom texted asking for payment. Connor's 12, old enough that adults should have corrected him. They didn't. So I corrected the situation by destroying Mom's security, by stopping voluntary support after being disrespected. She'll lose her car. Then she doesn't need one sitting in Lauren's apartment. What about quality of life? What about mine? What about Daniel's? He watched his grandmother allow someone to call his mother trash. Connor really said that. Well, everyone smirked while my 6-year-old held his jacket. That's not okay. No. And when I stopped funding the people who thought it was okay, suddenly everyone wants to talk about what's reasonable. So, you're cutting everyone off. I'm cutting off the money. The family cut me off when they smirked at a child calling me trash. After Kevin, Lauren called, then Greg, then Mom again. I let them all go to voicemail. Tuesday morning, I received an email from Mom's car lender. She'd missed a payment. She called asking me to cover it. They were reaching out to the cosigner. I called them back. I'm pursuing removal as cosigner. The borrower has sufficient income to cover payments. I'm no longer willing to guarantee this loan. They explained the process. Mom would need to refinance in her name only. If she couldn't qualify, she'd have to surrender the vehicle. Understood, I said. Tuesday afternoon, Lauren showed up at my house. I didn't invite her in. Mom's panicking, she said through the screen door. That's unfortunate. Claire, be reasonable. She needs that money. She needs to live within her means. She's 72, and I'm 38 with a child to raise. A child your son called trash. Connor was just being stupid, and you were silent, which is worse. I didn't know what to say. How about Connor? That's unacceptable. How about apologize right now? How about anything other than smirking? I wasn't smirking. You were smiling, I saw it. Now I'm done. Done with dinners, done with transfers, done with family that thinks I'm trash while cashing my checks. What about Mom? She'll lose everything. She'll lose the car she barely drives. She'll lose the premium cable package I didn't know I was paying for. She'll lose the wine budget. She'll still have a roof over her head in your apartment. She'll still have food. She'll still have health care. She'll be fine. This is so selfish. This is self-preservation. There's a difference. She left. Wednesday, Mom called from Lauren's phone. I answered. Please, she said. I'm sorry, Connor was wrong. I should have said something. Yes, you should have. But cutting off all support, that's so extreme. Is it? More extreme than watching your grandson call me trash. He didn't call you trash. He said trash belongs outside while pointing at me. What else does that mean? He's a child who learned that behavior from the adults around him, who learned that I'm Claire is less than, who learned it's okay to insult her because she'll keep paying anyway. That's not. I never taught him that. You didn't have to use words. You taught it by never defending me, by always taking Lauren's side, by accepting my money while treating me like an obligation instead of a daughter. I love you. A love isn't about words, Mom. It's about actions. Your actions told me I'm worth $3,000 a month, but not worth defending. So now you get neither the money nor the burden of pretending you value me. What can I do to fix this? Nothing. It's not fixable with an apology 7 years too late. It's not fixable with promises to do better. It's done. Please, Claire, I'm your mother. And Daniel is your grandson, the one you watched being hurt and said nothing. I'm protecting him now the way you should have protected me then. I hung up. Thursday morning, I took Daniel to school. When I picked him up, he was smiling. Good day, I asked. Really good, I didn't think about Sunday at all. That's wonderful, buddy. Are we still going to Grandma's for dinner? No, no more Sunday dinners, ever. Not for a while. Good, I didn't like them anyway. Why didn't you tell me? Because you said family was important. I didn't want to make you sad. Family is important, but we get to choose what family means, and it doesn't mean spending time with people who hurt us. Even if they're related, especially if they're related, being family doesn't excuse cruelty. Okay, can we have our own Sunday dinners, just us? Absolutely. What do you want to eat? Pizza, and we can watch movies and nobody will call us weird. Perfect. That Sunday, Daniel and I ordered pizza, watched 2 movies, played board games, laughed without worrying about who was listening. No 12-year-olds calling anyone trash, no grandmothers asking for money. No mandatory dinners pretending everything was fine. Just us. Just peace. Just a family of 2 who actually valued each other. On Monday, the 8th day since I'd stopped the transfer, I checked my phone. No messages from Mom asking for money. She figured out how to live within her means. Trash had taught itself to stay outside. And inside, where it was warm and safe and kind, Daniel and I were finally home.